another episode of The Aspiring Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Hamza Chowdhury, and in this video I'd like to talk to you about the Tesla stock and see if we're getting ready for a major breakout, which seems to be looming. In return, I just ask a little favor of you. If you could hit that like and subscribe button to the channel, really helps our channel grow. I'm really trying to get the channel to 10,000 subscribers, and if you can hit that like and subscribe and pass on the channel to your friends and family, hopefully we can get to that goal by the end of the year. This channel is 100% free content, so appreciate if you want to add any comments is below. If you have any questions on anything we talk about as well. All right, guys, so let's just jump right into it. So I have my TradingView platform, and there's a link below if you're interested in getting involved with the TradingView platform here. So one of the things that we had was this sort of massive action pre-split where the stock was completely bullish, and as I sort of talk about in other videos, the yellow line here is the Bollinger Band. It's the upper part of the band, and that represents a bullish trend. And then what you can see here is, if you remember sort of in this early part of September, we had this sort of massive pullback where once the Tesla had announced an offering in a pre-market, the stock actually pulled back quite a bit. So it actually pulled back, if I have from the top here, all the way to where it really found a bottom of almost 35%. And most people would say, I was holding, up here and now I'm stuck. Majority of people actually took their profits, and very few people got involved. The nice thing about the post split, right, was obviously it made the stock a little more affordable because it was trading obviously in the north of $2,000 per share range. And what happened was we got rid of people really quick and flushed out, and we were able to get into new money. So imagine in 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 trading sessions, we were able to flush out all the people who were holding on to it. And essentially, as that pressure pushed the stock downward and we're able to sell it off, we're able to rebound and make really quick sort of volatile moves. So we hit a low here on September 8th of 329, and then we bounced right back up a few days later on September 15th, and we hit a high of 461. So the stock was extremely volatile in September. And this purple box that I've drawn here is actually sort of a trading range consolidation that we've had over the past month, where the stock is really traded in the low 400s, the 405, the 410 range, and it's really hit sort of an upper bound. So what I've done is drawn this sort of upper 448 resistance line, and if you go back, and this is my 15-minute chart here, if you go back for the past, this is starting in October and backwards, you can see that we've sort of hit this 448 line, resistance line, quite a number of times, right? So we've hit it back here as back as September 2nd, and then back in September 15th, and so forth. So we've sort of hit this resistance line, which I'm calling 448. You can call it 448, 450. And what was interesting today specifically was yesterday we had hit it once, but look today. We had tested the resistance once, twice, 3 times, and then 4. So when you hit a resistance line, and we saw this with Apple on last Friday, so when you hit a resistance line that many times, you're bound to break it. And what's also interesting was I looked over here, and the E stands for the earnings call. So if you look here, we actually have Tesla earnings coming out in 8 days. So it'll be a week from Wednesday. So today is October 13th. And so I wouldn't be surprised, and I actually bought some shares right here at the post market in anticipation of a break. So of the recording of this video of October 13th, that is about 10 p.m., we closed at a pre-market high, or post-market, excuse me, around right under 448. And because of this earnings call and the fact that we've tested this 448, I think we're ready for a breakout just based on the price action. And you can also look at, if you go to Yahoo Finance, and has a ton of information on the financials of Tesla, you can see here that just a year ago, guys, Tesla was only a $43 billion company, and today it's a $405 billion company. So if we look here at the 52-week change, right, we have had a stock that's gone up almost 800%. So some of you guys who are early investors of Tesla, I used to have a Model S back in the day. It was a great car, but that's all I knew Tesla was for, right? Was electric cars. And we know as of this year, I mean, Tesla has gotten into so many exciting different types of energy related concepts that this company has an extremely bright future ahead. And it also has, you know, a ton of cash, right? So it's not a company, especially since it did do the offering too, it has more cash, but this is a company that's not going anywhere. And it was recently quoted that Tesla is actually 10 years ahead of the competition. We obviously know about the superchargers. We know about all the things that they have out. We know that the Model S was successful, then the Model 3 was successful, then the Model Y now. And now we obviously know that, you know, they're doing a ton of different types of energy and batteries and solar. So this company has a lot of things going on for it. And what I realized was that, you know, every year this company is growing, that there's gonna be a lot to look forward to. And so it wouldn't surprise me if we essentially, starting tomorrow, which is gonna be Wednesday, October 14th, if we break out of this and do and essentially allow this consolidation, which has happened with this Bollinger Band, and you can see the 50-day, if we start to see a breakout, so we start to see again that the trend, which is uptrending, now it's consolidated for the past month, it basically resumes. And into this earnings call, I would expect us to trade and sort of have this pre-anticipatory run for solid earnings back into the 470, I would say probably in the lower band here, probably in about the 470 range over the next week. So don't be surprised if you see Tesla on the move. What I would do, me personally, in my risk management plan is I actually do not hold through earnings. Now the earnings, I believe, and if you look at the history, Tesla's had solid earnings and it's earned them a hopeful future spot in the S&P. And they've also obviously received a ton of upgrades. Is that Tesla should hit, you know, or test and get on its way back to 500. But at the same time, you know, you just don't know about the earnings. Like usually the actual estimates are always above the estimated estimates, and at least in the past 4 quarters. But you just never know if, let's say we do run, if people just want to profit take and it sells off. So again, my risk management plan personally is I don't like to hold through earnings. I can always get involved if the earnings are solid and I can trade off of that. But my expectation is that we're going to have this breakout pretty much starting this week, if not tomorrow, and that we're going to have this run sort of to the 470 range in anticipation of these earnings that are going to come out. So guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. If there's another stock that you'd like me to take a look at. And like I said, if you're trading in Tesla, you know, it's a great company, great concept, a ton of potential in the future. So I wish you the best of luck with all your trading, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.